Everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kenny. We're in the sun right now, folks, but we're not going to be doing a review like we normally do. We're going to move inside, and we have actually got to replace a toilet. That's right. It's spring cleaning time, and a lot of cases, if you're like me, we've got to replace a toilet. We've got one that's absolutely a mess. So we're going to take it up and then we're going to put the new one down. So you hang around, and while you're thinking about it, right now would be a good time to give us a thumbs up and ring the bell and subscribe to the channel. So let's get to work, okay? All right now, folks, we are inside one of our bathrooms, and this toilet here has started to malfunction. It's in bad shape. So we are going to take it up. Now I've already got my screws on the bottom. This is important. You can do this yourself and save some money. Don't call that expensive plumber. If you've got a screwdriver or you've got a few tools laying around, put them to use. I'm replacing this thing myself. It's not my first rodeo. I know how to install a toilet. So the first thing to do is to cut off the water. Down here, I have got my water shut off, the little valve, turn the water off. Now down here, I have took also my screws loose on both sides. Now my toilet is ready to take out. So we're going to remove this thing and we're going to put a new one in its place. All right now, folks, we have got that old toilet removed. Now remember, this is important. I want to show you a thing here before you attempt to put a new toilet down. This is your old plumbing, of course, where we took up the commode. Now you've got to clean this real good. I want to emphasize that. This is the old seat, and don't get nothing down in here. Down in this hole, you don't want to get nothing in that. You just don't want nothing in there at all. So I am going to clean this off real good, thoroughly, and I'll be ready to install my new screws. There are two screws that go here, and you have to put new ones in when you put a new toilet in. So you got to make sure that this is really clean before you seat it back on there. That's important. If you put it on there and hit not seated, you're going to have to redo it again, and you don't want to do that. So I'm taking an ordinary knife and I'm going to get all of this stuff off of this first so that it will seat back properly. So that is your second step. We have been to Lowe's, and now's a good time to buy stuff like this because occasionally you can get it on sale. This is an American Standard. It's got everything that I need. It's supposed to have everything I need in the box. So we're about to find that out, okay? I gave $119 for this at Lowe's, and let's check it out. Cut the box. Oh, let's take off all of the good stuff here. And let's do some cutting here. Good knife comes in handy. Remember, I told you that this was everything we need is in the box. So of course this is the tank. Let's set it out. Now we want to remove all of this stuff off of it. Here's the tank. I want to sit that over here, and I'm going to get this lid. I'm going to put that over there, and then we're ready to take out the main bowl, and that ain't too hard to do, providing you can get to it. Just lift it up out of the box. Now we're going to put this thing together and we're going to take it into the bathroom and install it. Now folks, here is your tank and here of course is your bowl. Now here is a little seal you want to place right here. Now notice this, it goes like that, fits like that, but you've got to put it on this and just make sure it fits up there really snug like that. That's that simple. Now I'm going to place it over here just like that. Now there's 2 screws. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. There are 2 of these. You've got to place them right down in there and screw them from the bottom. So let me take this loose. See how that comes loose? It's so easy to do. Don't never let anyone tell you that you can't install a toilet. Now here's another thing. This little screw, you want to make sure you put this little rubber seal there before you put this there. So let's run it through down here. Through to the bottom. And over here, put your screw and your washer on it. And you're ready to tighten it up. It's just that easy to do. Okay, now folks, you can tell we are having a little problem. We're out in the sun and it's extremely warm today. But remember that little screw, put your little rubber washer on top of it here and just slide it down through the hole. Let it drop. See how easy that is? And then down here, all you got to do is put that on it and tighten it up. It's that simple. All right now folks, I'm using a screwdriver. Remember to tighten these screws. It's always best to do it from the top. Just take a flat screwdriver, and I've got these just about through. It's a little bit difficult to get to them sometimes, but you need a real long screwdriver and just tighten them up. That's got it. That's got that one. And this one, make sure you get them both equally the same height. And yes, they're both the same height. Now I'm ready to go inside with this toilet. All right now folks, before we put this toilet down on the floor and we put our ring down here, here's a little tip I want to give to you if you're new to putting down a toilet. Now notice this here. That's got a square, kind of a rectangular head on it. Now when you put that down in this down here, when you're putting it down, there's always a chance, I have seen this happen before, you think you've got it in place and you don't realize what's going on, but somehow that will work out of this little tiny thing here. I always put a washer on that like that, and see, I put it down in there, and whichever way, here's the other one, whichever way that turns, it's protected to keep it from moving with that added washer that I just put on it. So that is a little tip there that you might want to keep in mind, because you don't want to have to take that back up because somehow this little tiny screw, little tiny thing just simply worked its way out of this part down here. Now that is a tip that I thought I would pass on to you, because you don't want to have to take the thing back up. So I've got mine in place. Now here's the hardware for the top, the washer and these. Now while I've got it, this is ready to go down. Now how do you put this down? Let me show you very briefly here. That is top side. You don't want to go that route. Let me show you. Here, this part goes right down here. Watch this. Not that way, but this way. See? You want to seat that right down on top of that. Now I'm ready to put my toilet down. All right, now folks, I'm going to give you a close-up, if possible, of this. All you got to do now from here, I apologize for the inadequate lighting, but you just need to tighten these down with any type of wrench. Just tighten them down. They've got to both be secure on the ground, or on the floor, excuse me. And I'm going to go ahead and tighten those down, and then we will move over here and hook up the water line and put the seat on, and we will be done. All right, now folks, we're coming along, almost done. Here's another step you want to keep in mind. You got to put the seat on this thing. Take these little tiny screws here, or little that and that. Run this through here. Make sure you got your little thing on the top of that. That's a little washer. Put it down here and just turn it and get it started. And then you can take and go this route and just do it like that. Real fast to do. I'm not a plumber, folks. No, I'm not a plumber. But I can get the job done. Very briefly, let me show you one more time. Take that screw, and you want to just put this on it like that, and then run it through here and start it over here. Now that's that simple. Very, very simple. All right, now down here, folks, I'm putting the finishing touches on this. I am tightening up the water line. Remember, the water line has been shut off. So I'm trying to give you a little bit of an idea how easy this is to tighten up. I'm using just a plain old pair of vice grip. And you can do those things, adjust them so easy. All right. Another turn or two. That should be good. Okay, we're using this flashlight because we have very poor lighting in here. Okay, I'm gonna turn my water on. The sound of running water in a toilet. We're going to see if this thing works. Now this is a water saver. This is a water saver toilet. So it's not going to put no more than about a gallon or two. I think maybe 2 gallons. Now let's try this thing. Here we go. Brand new lid. Down here, focus here. Let it fill back up. Wow, I'm impressed. Job done, folks. All right, now folks, you've just witnessed an installation of a toilet. Anybody can do this. Your husband can do it. Even some of you ladies can do this. You don't need to have a plumber's license to install a toilet. Hey, listen, I've enjoyed bringing this to you, and I've given you step-by-step instructions. It is so easy. Of course you can do it. Just one thing, do it. And listen, I appreciate you for watching our videos. Don't forget to give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and you have a blessed